This is Linux Air Combat version 861 from August of 2022, and I'm flying a consolidated B24 Liberator in company with two others on the Red Team. We're about to drop bombs on the Blue Team headquarters. This is Peabody's mission, so there are two fortified enemy airfields we want to destroy. And right now I'm targeting field Blue 22, which is the most remote of the two Blue Team airfields, but we've looked around behind it. So we're deep in enemy territory, and we're turning around back to the east, headed for friendly territory, and field 22 is directly ahead of us. The three of us are going to drop our bomb loads on, half of our bomb loads on field 22, and then half on field 23. I'm checking the status of field 22 right now.
Enemy headquarters airfield appears to be 100% operational.
So it's at full strength right now. I'm going to check on their field 28 also and see if that's at full strength.
Enemy headquarters airfield appears to be 100% operational.
Yes, both of the enemy airfields are at full strength right now, so we're going to each clobber them with, we've got 16 bombs, so each of us will drop 8 bombs on field 22, and then 8 more on field 28. And we'll be headed home for that entire operation. At that point, we'll dive for home. And hopefully we'll get a bunch of hits and be able to declare some damage. Switching back to field 22 now to monitor it.
Blue 22.
You can see it's at my...
Enemy headquarters airfield appears to be 100% operational.
Sorry about that. You can see that field 22 is at my 2 o'clock right now, almost at my 3 o'clock. So we're going to turn right and make a run on it directly to the east. Now that we're well west of it, we're looping around, turning to the east, and we'll be headed for home when we drop our bombs. When I hit my map mode, I can see my northern bombsight is predicting the area of impact where my bombs will hit. Mostly I'm just going to wait for the flight lead to get us lined up and in position before I pay much attention to the bombsight mode. That enemy airfield is still more than 50 kilometers ahead, so this airstrip that I'm seeing these are not the target. It's farther ahead. I'm going to zoom my radar range in more, down to 50 kilometers, which means the targeted airfield is off screen. I don't even see it yet. Oh, there it is, just on screen now. So it's just now 50 kilometers ahead. I'm going to drop behind the other two guys. And that airfield up ahead is not the one we want. It's too close. So we're going to pass that one up, and the next airfield I see is going to be the target airfield. Okay, there's my northern bombsight view. You can see it's a map view. The white pipper at the center of my screen is my location, and the green pipper predicts where my bombs will hit if I drop them right now. So I'm going to continue flying behind the other elements of this strike and continuing on until that green pipper is over the enemy runway up ahead. At that point, I'll drop 8 bombs, and then we'll be able to watch from this view to see if they hit. Speeding up a little bit. I'm dropping a little farther behind my colleagues than I like. And I want to be just a little below them too, so I have a little vertical and a little horizontal separation. There, I can see the enemy airfield up ahead, and my green pipper's predicting impacts. My speeds are nice. I like these speeds. Here we go, 8 bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bombs away. See if we hit anything. Yep, I'm getting some hits. Getting some hits, that's good. Getting back into formation. There's one more airfield, enemy airfield up ahead. It's 29 or 28.
Blue 20, red 25, 28.
It'll be the next one I see on my bomb site. I'm a little slow right now. I'd like to pick up a little speed and fly real gentle to pick up some speed. And 8 more bombs to go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Hopefully I'll get some hits there. I'm going to check status of field 22. Oh, no, checking 28. I'm getting some hits. Those are my bombs hitting. We're going to really plaster, it looks like. I'm going to check status. Somewhere under 60%. That's good. Let's check field 22. See how we did on that one. That's the first field we hit. Okay, we hit both airfields really hard. That's great. Now I'm just following my colleagues down. We're going to dive down low. We're going to get under 10,000 feet as we fly under our airfield 29.
Red 25, 27, red 29.
That way, our own anti-aircraft guns can protect us. If enemy fighters are following us at this altitude, our own gunners will be able to scare them off or damage them heavily. So now we're low enough now, just having passed below 10,000 feet, where our friendly gunners below can help defend our airplanes. But we're not going to land at that airfield. We're going to continue on to the east to land on our secondary airfield. Field 23. So I'm targeting field 23. I've lost sight of my colleague. Just make them out. The 2 other guys in my squadron are there, so I'm going to follow them down. We'll be landing in a minute or 2 here. That's a pretty successful bombing mission. 3 B24s can do a lot of damage against the enemy airfields. It's like we're slowing down. Oh, there. I see our airfield up there. I want to stay behind the last guy in my group here. I'm red 5. Ahead of me is red 3 and red 1. And by maneuvering this way, pulling G's and things, I've got my rudders cocked. I'm slowing down. Fairly soon I'll be slow enough to drop flaps, and then we'll slow down a lot more. There, flaps coming down, landing gear coming down, and we're all slowing down. I want to make sure I'm slow enough to stay comfortably behind those guys, because I kind of have to wait till they pull off to the side of the runway to give me room to land behind them, because those are big airplanes, and they take up they tie up the entire runway. So I'm going to be well behind them here. I do not want to get there too soon. I can see red 1's about to land. Red 3's not too far behind him. And I'm just kind of loitering back here a little farther back. Okay, that's good enough. They're pulling off out of the way.
Red 25, red 3.
Alright, I can set down here.
No status information available for the selected target.
Alright, that is how we do that. Now, while we've been landing, the enemy airfield they've been trying to repair the approach. I'm going to check status again.
Blue 28.
First of all, Blue 28.
I would guess their ag strength is between 50 and 60%.
They're still heavily damaged. Let's try 22.
Blue 22.
Selecting 22, hitting F12.
I would guess their ag strength is between 50 and 60%.
Alright, this is good. This is a good mission. That is all.